Hi guys, Lava175 here, aka Shanna, and I'm here with another Webcam Report from yours truly. And this month marks the fifth anniversary of my Webcam Report. It's been so long since I started out back in 2011. I started out small, but then I gradually worked my way up to it. So the fifth anniversary is kind of like a milestone to me. So I'm very happy. And I apologize for the brightness of the screen. It's because it's really sunny out there. It's raining half the afternoon yesterday. So I apologize for it. So anyway, let's start on my 5th anniversary of my Webcam Report for the news of this month. So, without further ado, I'll get started. In Brussels, Belgium, a terrorist attack took place at an airport and metro stations. In the morning of the attacks, 3 men were carrying around suspicious items, 2 of them in the airport and 1 at a metro station. Suddenly, within 9 seconds apart, 2 explosions occurred in both checkout counters. Everybody fled for their lives, while others helped in their time of peril. Later, another explosion occurred in the middle carriage inside the train, which is 6 miles close from the airport. They were just pulling out from the station when it happened. All the passengers were evacuated. Because of the bombings, Belgium terror threats were raised to the highest level. 35 people, including 3 men, had died, while others were injured. In the aftermath of the terrorist attacks in Brussels, everyone expresses their deepest sympathies to the victims and their families. People laid flowers, candles, and wrote messages on the streets of Brussels' Place de la Bourse. King Felipe, who is actually king of the Belgians, addresses his sorrows on national television and to offer their full support to the emergency and security services, as well as expressing their gratitude for their help. In France, President François Hollande said that the bombing in Belgium was an attack in all of Europe, and that France will continue to fight terrorism. At night, the Eiffel Tower was illuminated in black, yellow, and red, which is the colors of the Belgian flag. President Obama expresses his condolences to the peoples in Brussels while he was on his historical trip to Havana, Cuba at the time, and ordered all American flights to be lowered at half-mast. Even Pope Francis said that he condemns once again the blind violence that breeds so much suffering and implores the gift of peace from God. There have been 2 earthquakes in different countries along the same date, which is April 16th. A 7.0 magnitude earthquake happened in the Kumamoto Prefecture in Japan. There was a foreshock that happened on April 14th, which is heavily focused. 11 aftershocks were happening the following hours. 9 people had died in the foreshock. 2 days later, another earthquake that has happened again, but much worse than the foreshock. All the businesses and homes were toppled over. The earthquake even caused one of the mountains to split open and caused mudslides down below. A tsunami warning was issued just in case, but was cancelled soon after. 39 people had died in the main shock. The city of Kumamoto was without water. Many people are currently in a shelter while the self-defense forces help with the cleanup, search for the missing, and provide basic things for the people at the shelter. Not long after the earthquake in Japan, there was another earthquake in Ecuador. It had a magnitude of 7.8, one of the largest Ecuadorian earthquakes since 1979. The force of its largest earthquake toppled many buildings and homes. 654 people died in the earthquake, while 58 people were still missing as of this day. President Rafael Correa Risk stated that the reconstruction would cost billions of dollars. UNICEF representatives reported that the government is considering relocating 1 or 2 towns in the aftermath of this earthquake. There was also concerns about the Zika virus outbreak and the risk of dengue fever for people displaced by the earthquake. And here's a story that has happened as of last week. By the time of this recording, I mean. The music industry has lost another musical legend in history. Prince Roger Nelson, which we all know as Prince, had died in his home in Minnesota at the age of 57. Prince was a superstar throughout his musical career, even when he got his start back in the early 80s. There he released many albums through the years ahead, such as For You in 1978, Dirty Mind in 1980, and 1999 and 1982. Which is probably weird because in the years after he released that album, it was 1999 already. Even though he made it, the album. He even released Purple Rain, which became popular around the world, and even made a movie under the same name. He has sold over 100 million records worldwide, appeared in many concerts and world tours, won 7 Grammys, a Golden Globe Award, and an Oscar for his movie. Besides his mixture of musical genres, he was characteristically known for his electrical work, flamboyant stage presence, extravagant wardrobe and makeup, and wide vocal range. Prince was suffering from flu-like symptoms during his last days. He even had to reschedule his performance the next week, even though he was not up to it. He made a brief appearance at a dance party, stating that he was feeling fine. When news broke that Prince had died, people thought it was fake at first, but then they realized that the news was actually real. Reactions of it took it to social media. Even Google was rained in purple in his memory. People made vigils of him, celebrated his life at the Apollo Theater, and TV network MTV interrupted their regular programming to air all of Prince's music videos. He was then cremated a few days later at a private family funeral. But everyone else will never forget our royal guy in purple that changes the way we look at music forever. And that's probably it. Our fifth year of webcam. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, what do you think about my webcam report? If you would like, please leave a comment down below. I won't accept any bad comments and I will block all those. Don't forget to like me, subscribe me, or visit me on Twitter and Facebook in the description down below. Because that's where I usually be with throughout the month. So, until next month, and many years after, I'm Lava 175, aka Shanna, and I'll see you later.